I'd always assumed the arrival of the military would relieve the burden of leadership from everyday people like me. This guy was supposed to have all the answers. He'd tell us what we needed to do to stay alive until the supply trucks showed up. And that would be that. Zen shrugged, in a way suggesting he wasn't as worried about it as me. The guy was almost too easygoing. He can't stay quiet forever, I suggested. If the military never makes it here, he'll be in the same bad position as the rest of us. That's when he'll start talking. I hope you're right. Thanks for trying, I said. Why don't you head on over to the circle? The Navy pilot had come on a bike with Zen, but he'd gone directly to the cul-de-sac island, where the other community leaders were gathered. I would need to talk to him alone at some point to see if I could change his mind about sharing some information with us. But I had a feeling he was playing his cards close to the vest until he could figure out if we were the bad guys or good guys. I'd probably do the same if I were in his position. Margaret the tanker had been more forthcoming with her orders, but she'd also been in a far more precarious position. Being chased by crazed shooters made it easy to take chances on people willing to help you. I brought my dude Sal, Zen added, while pointing to a third youngish man arriving on a bicycle, who dressed in the same Don Johnson attire as Zen. After you rescued me with that sweet ransom, I figured out there were a lot of people looking for me, so I made him my second in command, in case I disappear again. It was one of the most leader-like acts he'd done. That's perfect, Zen, but I hope we don't lose you again for any reason. Thanks, man, he said, walking off. It struck me how many people we had in leadership positions. According to what I'd read, it was helpful to have a leader, a backup leader, a fire captain, a medical person, and a host of other duties necessary to keep a community running. I walked the middle of the street, toward the circle. I'd lost the Unimog and my beloved El Camino, but we'd picked up 7 new vehicles, courtesy of the sheriff. Shane and Sonny had parked them in the yards around the circle at the end of the street, so they were all in one place. It was hard to say if they'd done it on purpose, but all the pickups and hot rods now reminded me of old stagecoach wagons. With everyone standing in the middle, we had quite literally circled the wagons for defense. All right, everyone gather round, I called out.